video is a kind of a review for the film Slaughter in San Francisco. This is a 1974 Golden Harvest production directed by Wong, who did a lot with Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and did a lot of different Hong Kong movies. And this came out the year after Bruce had passed, and they got Chuck Norris to be in this. And this for years was kind of a not as much of a high regarded Chuck Norris movie, and he's not in the whole movie. He has more of a secondary character. He's not really the main star. Wong is the main star of the film, and his American name's Don Wong. This is the Eureka Blu-ray, and I'm very happy this got it, because this is kind of like that sort of grindhousey 70s martial arts brawler type of film, and it was filmed entirely in San Francisco, or the San Francisco area. This is actually the second title. This is for the more well-known title, I guess, Slaughter in San Francisco, which was the title it got when it was released here in the early 80s. And I've seen this a handful of times anyway. I have a VCD of the original Hong Kong cut. This Blu-ray does have a restored version of that, as well as the restored version of the American release, titled Slaughter in San Francisco. This is a movie that I kind of grew up with when we got into Chuck Norris in the early to mid 2000. This was one of the tapes that we got from the video store. We bought a lot of them used, and that's kind of how we had them. And this was one of the ones they had, and this isn't the original poster art for this American release, but the poster showed him kind of in the street, front and center. I don't mind this artwork, but I do wish that it had reversible art for the US VHS release. But we get this instead, which is still cool. And that's a scene from the movie, the Chuck and Wong kicking at each other. But it's during the end fight. Now, this is March. I usually do a Chuck Norris marathon, and this was my first time viewing the restored version. I've had this since last summer at some point, and or last spring maybe. Whenever it first came out, I ended up getting it shortly thereafter, and somehow just waited until it got closer and closer to March, and I figured I'd just watch it around his birthday. So I've been doing Chuck movies. So this is pretty good. It has a couple of cool features. There's a documentary about Chuck Norris. It's like 40 minutes long. I just watched that. Arna Venema and Mike Leader, the guys from a lot of these commentaries, and they've done some features, featurettes sort of, or documentary style videos for these releases. 88 Films in Eureka. This was a pretty fun little documentary, kind of them just talking about Chuck Norris and kind of going through some factual stuff about his movies and things, and it was cool to see that, I guess, given their liking for film and action movies as well as martial arts, and being able to just have a little bit of something dedicated to Chuck Norris. And then there was a like a 15-minute Back to San Francisco, I think it was called. Return to Slaughter, the shooting locations of Slaughter in San Francisco. New documentary by Michael Worth, looking at the filming of Slaughter in San Francisco. And it has little snippets of interview footage from Andre Morgan talking about his time at Golden Harvest, or getting started, and how he got into this, working on around this time with this movie. And Wong Tao is interviewed, which was cool to see him. And it's cool to see the before and then and now. A lot of the locations look pretty much the same. A lot of the buildings are not too different. So that was pretty cool. And but this movie overall, it's kind of like that 70s grindhouse, like American basher type of film. And so this came out for the 50th anniversary, and this is just a movie that kind of got pushed by the wayside after a while of having a VHS run. Kind of got notorious for just being a movie Chuck Norris was in where he played the bad guy, and a character that he normally wouldn't play, but also the bad guy is kind of, isn't a good bad guy either. So it's nice to have this available. And the movie again is that sort of brawler type of film, and it's very fun. It's very I guess fast-paced if you watch the Slaughter in San Francisco cut, or if you watch the Hong Kong cut, which is called Yellow-Faced Tiger. And that's a little longer. It's like an hour and 40, maybe something minutes. And the US cut's a little slimmed down. But I'd give it a shot if you like Chuck Norris or Golden Harvest films or martial arts films, or this type of like random. This isn't random, but it's sort of a you can kind of say it's a rarity, more of a rarity, that most people, or a lot of people, never really saw this. Or if you haven't heard of it and you're interested in finding something new that's like kind of like, oh, you didn't know this movie was made, or you heard about it even, never watched it, it's worth a shot. I think it's on Tubi right now for free, at least the US cut. Eureka put it out here. This is the Eureka edition, which is Region B locked. So you'd have to have a multi-region player or a region-free player. But if you are in Region A, you can get it. It's in a Golden Harvest box set with other movies that just came out sometime last year. So it is available, and it's nice that it's restored, and I think you get pretty much all the features. There's a commentary, 2 commentaries for 2 cuts of the movie. So like the US cut has one commentary with Mike Leader and Arna Venema, and then the Hong Kong cut has a commentary with Frank Chang and Michael Worth. So definitely worth looking into. And I recommend the movie, at least for a one watch, just to see 74 San Francisco with martial arts, Chuck Norris, and a lot of fight scenes with Wong. So that's Slaughter in San Francisco. This is the Eureka Blu-ray, which I recommend. And if you watch it, right now it is for free on Tubi as well. So hopefully you're interested past that enough to buy one of these 2 releases, and hope you enjoy. So thank you for watching.